Hey guys, it's Shania here, and I have stop. Why does everybody respond like that every time I start my video? You ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's Shania here, and this is my friend Rebecca.
Hey.
Yes, you saw her in one of my previous vlogs. I think it was just right after I crossed. Yeah, she was in one of that vlogs, and yeah, she's just like a back home friend. Well, I'm not saying back home anyway.
I'm a back home friend.
Gosh.
Okay. Just a back home friend.
You're not even a back home friend anymore because I'm back home. Like, I'm not in college anymore, so yeah. The reason why I look like this is because my hair look a hot dang diggity mess. So I just had to throw my scarf on. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I caught that late, but thank you. Yeah, so I just had to throw my scarf on and throw on a hat. I hope I don't look too bad. You know what? I don't care. Whatever. I don't got nobody to impress. So anyway, yeah, so I wanted to talk to you guys. Well, we wanted to talk to you guys about Howard weekend. Like, the worst homecoming experience I've ever had. And this is like no shade to Howard, or it has nothing to do with the university itself. Like, I'm sure plenty of people had a lot of fun and had an amazing time, but it was like our luck was just terrible that whole weekend. Like, I don't know what happened. It was like everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Had such high hopes and just all
like we were so lit, counting down the weeks, counting down the days. I was like, we
got on the bus
lit.
Yes.
So we better get lit. God only knew. He was like, you thought. You thought. So, yeah, so let's just start from the beginning, right? Well, actually, no, let's talk about Howard weekend. So, like, basically, if you guys don't know about Howard homecoming, that's the HBCU, and, like, it's, like, the homecoming to be at. Like, plenty of people all over the nation, like, go to Howard homecoming because it's just that lit. So, yeah, I've been wanting to go for a while, and I finally got the opportunity to go, and I went with my sorors and my friends, and like, I thought it was going to be the best weekend that it could have possibly been, but other things were in store for us. I got my period that Friday. I was so mad, and
we were leaving on Friday. So
yeah, we were leaving on Friday.
The day we were leaving. The day we went down.
Yep. And what's crazy is, like, you know, I'm not even gonna talk about periods right now. It's like, it came twice that month. Like, I've never had that before where it came twice a month. And it's just like, for it to happen that particular month twice, it's just like, yo, like, it just wasn't meant to be. Like, I was so mad. So, yeah, and we barely made the bus. Thank God.
I mean, like,
it was late.
Yeah. I was like, if the bus was late, which would have been annoying, but so were we. So it was okay.
So the bus came from Jersey to Philly, and that's where we met up with one of my other sorors. And we took the bus from Philly to Baltimore, Maryland. And on our way to Baltimore, Maryland, it was raining.
And before you say what happened because it was raining, at one point, the bus driver took a stop. I don't know if they had to go to the bathroom. Do you remember this?
No.
When the bus driver took a stop, they went over the loudspeaker and they were like, "This is a mandatory driver stop."
Oh,
and
yeah, I remember.
And they were out for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, I mean, I get if you have to use the bathroom. You're a bus driver. You driving all up and down the country. You gotta pee. I get it. But not for 20 minutes.
He was pooping. Let him poop.
You know you about to drive this long drive. Don't eat nothing that's gonna make you poop.
But yeah, after he took his poop, then like, it was raining that night, and the freaking windshield wipers stopped working. So we had to pull to the side of the highway, and wait for another rescue bus to come.
And my thing is that I feel like they don't have like a protocol for this. Like, we were just waiting for a bus that happened to drive by. Like, it wasn't like they called a station to come send a bus. It was just a bus that happened to be going in the same direction.
I don't understand. So when that bus came, the bus driver for the other bus came to our bus, and she was like, how did she say it? She was like,
how many people going to Baltimore, I think.
She was like, how many people going to Baltimore?
Like, most of the bus raised their hand. She was like, oh, y'all not getting on.
Yeah. And I was like, what? Whoa, child, the ghetto. Like, what? Instead of them saying, like, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, like, you know, I'm sorry this is happening, she was like, I could only fit some of y'all on it. Like, what? I was so mad. We was like, is this really happening right now? So she called off, like, first of all, she didn't even call off that many people. She probably took about, like, 5 to 6 people. And they left. And then we're there waiting again for another rescue bus. And then finally another bus comes. And the driver was like, they think they'll be able to fit everybody. So we got on that bus. But by the time we got on that bus, like, we were supposed to go to a bar crawl that night. And it started at 10. Yeah, it started at
like 2.
Yeah, it was from 10 to 2. And we didn't get on that bus until like 11, 12-ish?
It was close to 12.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
Because we still had an hour left to drive.
We still had an hour left to drive. Plus, where the bus was stopping, it was like 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 to 40 minutes away from our Airbnb. So we're like, bro, like, we're not going to make it to bar crawl tonight.
Yeah. By the time we got to the Airbnb, it was past 1 o'clock.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
And do you know that we spent like $17 on
wasted. Poof! My hard-earned money.
Oh my God.
Like, I was so mad.
I wasted so much money on that fucking trip. I thought, do you curse on your channel?
Yes, I do.
You do. Because I couldn't remember.
Yeah, so sometimes. I tried in the beginning not to, but, you know, it's whatever. So, yeah. So, bar crawl was a no-no for that night.
I was very excited for bar crawl, to be honest.
It sounded so lit, bro. I bet you they had a great time, yo. Whoever went. But we decided to stay at the Airbnb that night and, you know, just drink, have fun. And the Airbnb was really
so nice. It was like the best part.
It was the best part of the trip. And it's crazy because the pictures that they have on Airbnb, like, they're much nicer in person. Like, he needs
like, his pictures weren't great.
Yeah.
Like, he took a lot of pictures of, like, I guess it's like his breakfast nook. And they were really bad pictures. But, like, you went there and you saw them. And it was like, it was really nice.
Really freaking nice, bro. And it was in a beautiful neighborhood. Like, it just made me really rethink my life. Like, yo, like, I gotta get this money together, like, so that I can live this type of lifestyle. So, yeah, we just stayed in and we drank and, you know, they got acquainted with my sisters and stuff like that. And yeah, it was a good night though. And Saturday morning, we decided to order Uber Eats. So let me tell you, I gave my phone to one of my sisters to order Uber Eats because I was the only one with the app. So she went around the house and she asked everybody what what they wanted, and Rebecca was the one who submitted the order.
Listen.
Wait, hold on. So she submitted the order. And the driver calls me and they're like, oh, I'm outside with the food. So I'm like, okay, go outside. I don't see anybody. I'm like, is she like doing the typical black thing where you say you're outside and you're like 5 minutes away? I'm like, what's going on? So I check my phone, about to call back the number. Tell me why I see a New Jersey number. I'm like, Jesus, please do not tell me this Uber Eats lady is back at my house in Jersey while I'm in Maryland.
Who found the restaurant,
I was so mad. Yeah, that was the thing. Like, when
the restaurant had to have been in Jersey.
Yes. What you're supposed to do when you order from Uber Eats, you're supposed to check the location first. Then you go and find a diner or wherever you want to order from. So that was where she went wrong. She just picked something instead of like looking at the location first. So I canceled it and I was so pissed because our food came up to $70 and I'm just like, bro, like, now I'm being charged that on my card. Like, I was so mad, like, and I'm hungry. We're all hungry. So I'm just like, so many emotions right now is going on. Like, it was just too much. So, we're getting ready for the tailgate, and we decided to take, you know, a little eat. That's what I'm gonna call it, a little eat. And, you know, we drank some, and we went to the tailgate, and it was really cold.
It was so cold that day.
It was really brick outside. It was brick.
Listen.
So,
I had a nice little, like, I had like tied up my shirt. My whole belly was out. My scarf was covering that. No one saw that. I was cold.
Shoot. Did I wear a scarf that day? I don't know. But I had on a skirt and like a little skinny, like, thin hoodie.
She wanted me to wear a skirt.
A leather. Yeah. You almost did though.
I almost did. But you know what? Glad I didn't.
Yeah. But before we went into the tailgate, we stopped at a Jamaican store, and we all got Jamaican food. And I'm talking to the lady, and I'm ordering my food, and I told her I want jerk chicken, and I told her I want it with rice and peas, and she was like, "That's it?" I'm like, "Yeah." So when I get my food and I go to my table, I sit down, I open my plate of food. All I see is rice and peas.
I didn't even know what happened. I was sitting at a different table, and I just hear everybody at Shania's table just cracking up, dying.
I was like, where my meat at? And they're over here over exaggerating. Like, if you ask them what happened, they're gonna say like, "Oh, Shania went up to the lady and she was like, where the fuck my meat at?" I was not like that, bro. I was just mad and frantic. Like, I'm like, yo, like, I know I ordered meat. Like, why would I just want rice? Who wants just rice? Like, what? So I go to the table. I'm like, excuse me, I ordered jerk chicken and rice and peas. Like, where's my meat? And she was like, I asked you if you wanted just rice and peas, and you said yeah. I'm like, I wanted it with the chicken. Like,
but like, you ordered the chicken already. So like,
but I just bought. I was so hurt. But yeah, they finally gave me my chicken, and I was happy, and the food was good. Actually,
I had some chicken roti. That was the first time I ever had roti.
Really?
It was delicious.
I don't think I ever had roti before.
Really?
Honestly.
It was great.
You know. But I wish I got a beef patty though, cause
they were really good.
I had a taste.
I tasted it.
It was good. It was good. I should have got one. But yeah. So then we go to the tailgate. Like we said, it was really cold. I met up with some sorors down there, and you know, it was cool vibes and everything. And then like one of us was a little too, let's just say, lit. And she had to sit down. So we're just sitting down with her and, you know, making sure that everything is okay. And like, we was just, you know, going in and out of the tailgate, you know, going in to see, you know, what's going on, and then coming back out to check on her and everything. So they pretty much like got over it and was ready to go. I was just hoping, you know, that we was doing a lot of walking around, and I was hoping for
Shania long ass legs was in the front, and she was walking through. First of all, you were walking through these tiny spaces.
It was a lot of freaking people there at the tailgate, so
we found an area where there was music and people were dancing. But Shania kept moving because she did not like that every time we found a spot that there would be a line of people trying to walk past.
That's so annoying
that
to
would
me.
Be everywhere. They're going to walk everywhere.
Well, I realized
close
that.
It up. Close up the hole.
I really hate that, because it's like, I'm the type of person, when I go to a party, I want to find a spot and stay at my spot and not be bothered like with people walking to and fro. Like, I don't like that. It was so many people, and they kept walking. Like, I just wanted to be in the middle where nobody was walking all over the place. Like, just stay still and let me enjoy the music. We kind of left the tailgate early too, and we went back to Airbnb. And we started getting ready for this Halloween party. So, I'm gonna show our pictures. But I was one of the, you know, purge killers, and she was a scarecrow. She did her makeup really nice, honestly. Like, she did that.
I did it.
You did that. We got ready for the Halloween party, and we took the Uber there. And we get there. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but
it's a phenomenon.
This thing is called
go-go music.
Go-go music, yeah. And apparently people from DC fucks with that type of music, but I was pissed off. Like, they had a whole band just singing regular music that you hear on the radio, like just like singing, like doing like, it sounded like karaoke but with a mix of like church. Cause you know, like when you be at church and you hear the bang bang bang, like that's what it was. Everything sounded so like I was at service. Like, I don't understand.
There was a lot of like older people there, really feeling it.
Yeah,
they weren't really.
It was like half the crowd was like half older people, like 30 and up, and then the other half was like our age. And like all the older people was like jamming and shit, and like us youngins, we was just like, what the fuck is going on? This is not what I
paid for. This is not what I thought I was coming to. Like,
and then for 5 decent minutes, the DJ played regular music, and that was the best 5 minutes that night. Like, I was going in. I guess they was waiting on the next band to come up, and he was just chatting, and I'm just like, bro, you wasted my music time. Like, all he kept saying was, we gonna get lit. We gonna get lit, y'all. Y'all gonna be as lit as them.
He keep saying that. He was like, you gonna get lit. It's like, when? Now? How about now? Right now?
Stop asking me and let me show you how I get lit and play some music. I don't want to hear this go-go shit. I don't want to know, because he made me so bad. Talking about, we gonna get lit. We gonna get lit. We were sober by then. Like, we went in fucked up and we left sober and mad. Like,
didn't we get a drink? We got a drink in there.
I didn't get no drink.
I got a drink.
I didn't buy a drink. Oh, somebody bought you a drink?
Yeah.
Did somebody buy you a drink?
I mean, honestly, I think he bought it for himself.
And you stole his drinks. You out here stealing drinks, sis? What?
Looking back, I probably shouldn't have taken it and drank it, because like I didn't see him take it from the bar.
Oh Lord.
It could have been dangerous.
Lord.
It was bad.
We left that shit early. We was like, oh hell no, we're not staying for this shit.
Walking around and like hoping that we would find somewhere else.
We didn't.
Walked past. While we were walking, there was a bar across the street. Not a soul inside. Like, I mean, it could have been nice, but no one was in there.
No one was there. I'm just like, oh, like, this can't be happening right now. Like, literally, why is everything going wrong? Like, we really thought that Halloween party was gonna make up for bar crawl and tailgate and everything, but it made it much worse. Like, it was terrible, man. Fast forward to Sunday. So, only 4 of us decided to go out to this little brunch party that they were having.
I woke up too early. It wasn't a good morning for me.
4 of us decided to go to brunch that day. And we got all dressed up. And then, like, it was like a free mimosa thing.
Do you want to share the price? I mean, I understand
the price,
yes. But I understand the price because it was like bottomless mimosas and they were flavored. Like, I get that. It was $40. But
freaking dollars.
The food did not, like, I feel like I just paid for the mimosas if I paid for the $40. That's the only thing that I would be like, okay, I'll pay $40 for that. Makes sense.
Not even just the food. It's like, why are you making me pay $40 for an event at a place that doesn't even allow me to sit down? Like,
true, they had like no seating, and it's supposed to be a brunch.
What do you do at brunches?
Eat. So I need a seat and a table to put my plate.
Common things you would.
There were like 4 tables. They just wanted to name it a brunch, I think.
Exactly. It was a day party.
Because it was like an open floor plan, so it wasn't even anywhere they could put tables and still have a dance floor. They just wanted to have brunch because they knew it was Sunday. Everybody was going to be hungover.
And I mean, the mimosas was good though. And there was mad different flavors. Oh yes, Rebecca. Saturday night, she was fucked up. Even though we had a terrible time, like she was fucked up.
I drank a lot. I can't even tell you where I got all that from.
First of all, okay, we had New Amsterdam that night.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I drank your cup. That's why.
Yup.
Because I took.
Because on the Uber, I started feeling woozy, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. Who wants the rest of my shit? She was like, I'll drink it.
It reached me, and I was like, I'll drink it. I mean,
sis didn't know what was coming.
It was a mistake.
Yeah, so Sunday morning she was throwing up like all morning, like she was throwing up.
It was a mess. I think it was because I woke up so early, and because I threw up every time we got in the car. Because like after we got out of time, yeah, it was motion sickness. I think that's what it was.
And I mean the food wasn't the best. It was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It
wasn't bad. But it was just okay to me. And then like when it was time for like the party, I don't know, cause I feel like we could have had fun at the party part of it, but I feel like we was just over like the whole thing, the whole weekend. We was just like, you know what, let's just go home. Yeah. It's like, you know what, let's just go home But don't think it ended right there. Do not think that's where the weekend ended. So.
Before you get to that, I want to give my own grievances. I know they're your sisters, but I'm going to give my own grievances.
What?
It took us like an extra, I'm going to say 30 minutes to leave DC because, who was it? Vita? She just needed some banana pudding.
Oh, yeah!
Needed to get some banana pudding.
Yeah, wait,
we went to like 3 different places looking for her banana pudding, and we didn't even find any.
When Vita when she has a craving for something, she's gonna get it. So we was definitely driving all over the place for like an hour, finding banana pudding. And everywhere
not finding banana pudding.
Because everywhere we went, it was either sold out, or they're not doing it today, or whatever excuse. But nobody had banana pudding that Sunday, and she was just so determined. And what did she settle for?
I don't know, something that didn't look great, some cupcake.
I don't know. Yeah, so she ended up settling for some other dessert.
But then she got her cupcake. But on the way to like the 3rd place, we had passed a Shake Shack. So we drove back 15 more minutes because Neffy wanted some Shake Shack.
So on our way back to Jersey, one of my sisters, she lived in South Jersey, so we dropped her off first and then heading back to North Jersey. And on our way there, first I just want to say, if you use Apple Maps or whatever, stop it, because that's some bullshit. You need either to use Google Maps or Waze. I mean, I'm a Google Maps person, but do not use that Apple shit because it's not in your favor, bro. Like, it's some bullshit. I don't know. If you use it, then you just different. Like, you a different type of driver. Like, you lost. That's exactly what you are. You're lost, bro. So, yeah, so like Vita's driving and she's listening to the GPS and like basically, well, you tell it because I was asleep.
I was half asleep. So I guess like what happened was the GPS, we were driving along the road and it was one of those like big highway roads in the middle of nowhere, mind you, where it's separated by like one of those dividers, but it's like one of those low ones with like a grass patch. So the GPS telling her to go straight, but then I guess it told her to go, that she was supposed to be going in the opposite direction. So she was gonna make a U-turn around in like one of those little spaces between the divider. But by the time she realized it was too late and she was going too fast to actually make the turn. So we ended up driving over the divider, like completely over it. It scared the shit out of me.
At least you was pretty much awake.
I was not pretty much awake. I had closed my eyes and then I felt the car. No, I woke up right before we hit it. So like we were like this close to it, and like I woke up when we were right here. And so I watched as we just like jumped all the way over it.
Like I feel like my eyes was beginning to open, and then all I felt was I'm like, we hit somebody, because you know that's the greatest thing you could do to somebody is hit them from the back, because that's what it felt like. And I'm like, oh my god, Vita, your insurance, like, your car, like, I'm just like, bro, like, what's going on? So, it's crazy. I didn't even think about myself first. The first thing I thought about was, we need somebody! But, yeah, so, we actually, like, swerved on the other side of the road. So, like, the cars, thank God, like, it was at, like, what was it, like, 12 o'clock in the morning? Or, yeah, it was about 12 o'clock in the morning. So, thank God it wasn't, like, any cars coming. Because if there were cars on the other side, we would have died. Honestly. That's the end. Like, Shania, gone. Deuces. Like, we would have been dead, bro. When we swerved to the other side, she got out the car to check on her tires. Yeah. But she should have turned around first. Because there's barely any street lights. I mean, and we're on the opposite side of the road. Like, so if somebody was speeding around and we were on a corner. So if somebody sped around the corner and didn't see us, we would have died again. Like, come on, man.
Now we're on the side of the road and like these two cars passed by. First was this lady. And they were asking, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? Whatever. We were like, oh yeah, sure. We checked the tires and like we noticed that they were kind of low, but like she was able to kind of drive them enough to find an airplane. So we left. Little did we found a gas station, tried to pump the gas. It wasn't working. The tires weren't inflating. So what happened? Little did we know that the people that were there that were asking if we were okay had already called the police. So the police had to come chase us down. They had to come find us.
Not even a chase, because we were going like 10 miles per hour. Like, he was like, I caught up to you quickly. Exactly. I'm like, yeah, bro, we got a flat tire here.
So we pulled over, he pulled us over, and he wouldn't let us drive on flat tires. He's like, can't let you guys drive on flat tires. So Vita called her insurance, and it took them a minute to find a garage that could even tow us, because we were in the middle of nowhere. It was the middle of the night, so like nothing was basically nothing was open. So we waited. We had to wait for Geico to find a garage that would actually come tow us. That took a while. And then how long did it take for that guy to show up? For the tow truck to show up?
It took him like an hour, bro.
Yeah.
It took him a while.
So we were sitting there with the cops for a while. And then we had to find a way home. And we were like an hour away still.
Yeah. The lift was like how much? Like $70 something dollars? Yeah, because we were still an hour away. And it was so late at night, so you know the prices went up. It
was some good conversation though. Vita was talking politics with the driver.
Yeah.
Shania fell asleep.
Yeah, you know. That's what I do, baby. Like, I sleep.
I think Shania, actually, at first you were trying to listen, but I saw you on the side, like, I can't hear him.
Yeah, I mean, I really, like, yeah, I could barely hear what he was saying, so I'm like, you know what, it's my time to night. I was already tired, and I had work the next day, like.
Yeah, I called out.
Oh, yeah, she called out. I had work earlier than you. Like, yeah. I had to wake up at, like, 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning for work. And you only have to wake up at, like, what, 6?
I wake up at 7.
She could have went to work.
We didn't get home at like 4.
Yeah, we didn't get home till like 4 in the morning. Honestly.
3 hours, and I have listen.
Wait, so I'm lying then.
And I have to. I don't even know. How did you work with these children? I tutor people, and like sometimes people's writing just upsets my soul. So I didn't want to disrespect these students. You know what I mean? So I was like, let me not deal with it. Just call out. So.
I had work early that day and I was so tired. But thank God it was a really like short day for me. So I got to go home early. But I still didn't even sleep because for some reason I can't take naps anymore. I don't know. Like I feel like naps was such a great part of my life and like I needed that in college, and it's like now that I'm like actually working now, it's like when I come home and I get in bed, I can't sleep until 8 o'clock come around, 9 o'clock come around, I am knocked out, bro. But during the day, for some reason, I can't sleep.
I could never nap. Even when I was a kid. Like, I'd be at daycare nap time wide awake. wide awake. Because if I took a nap during the day, I would not be asleep at night. Like my mom said, she always knew when I fell asleep at school. Because it'd be like 10 o'clock, she'd look in my room wide awake. Wide awake.
Nah, I be asleep, yo. Especially anytime like I'm in a car, anything moving, like
oh yeah,
that puts me to sleep.
I fall asleep in the car.
Yeah, cause when we took the Greyhound down to DC, like I was there drooling on her bag.
Literally drooling.
She felt it. I think you felt it on your hand.
Probably because it was dark, so I didn't see it. I was like, "What is this?
Like, what is this wet thing?" I'm like, "Oh my bad, bro."
That was our Howard experience, and
it was something. It was an experience.
It definitely was, bro. Like, what did we learn from this?
We learned to do our research on events.
Oh yes, to make sure there are no bands playing. That's what I'm gonna do forever. Make sure, and always make sure that you check the location for Uber Eats.
Yes.
Make sure you do that. Make sure that you see properly at night. Make sure you have your high beams on if you can't see. And make sure that you're looking at the GPS and the road so that you don't go over any curves. You guys are more than welcome to share yours in the comment section.
A lot of money lost.
A lot. Weekend. How much did we spend that whole weekend? I probably spent like a good 400.
I calculated it in and out, but now I forgot. But it was definitely over 200, I think. Cause
that's not bad for you.
Yeah, I feel like
I thought we spent something.
I definitely did not spend $400. I don't know where you spent $400.
Well, I guess with outfits and everything.
Oh, I didn't count all that. That's
yeah.
True. But my outfits weren't like expensive. I got a lot of stuff.
I got Fashion Nova.
Yeah.
But I got them on sale though. Them Ubers were expensive because it was a lot of us. Like
so
it was
we had
like
to get like the XLs.
Yeah. I don't see myself going back. Like my cousin keeps telling me like, cause she went to school in DC. She's like, you know, you have to go again to, you know, experience it with somebody who knows it, knows DC and knows the places to go and stuff. But I'm just like, that go-go music just, it turned me off. It really scarred me, and I just don't want to go back to DC. I would go back for the African American Museum.
Oh yeah, we wanted to do that, but it didn't work out.
We should have went there instead of brunch.
Exactly.
Oh, because that was the plan. We were going to go there, and then like we were just like, you know what, let's just do a brunch party. But we would have had a better time there.
We would have learned. It would have been a good time.
But yeah, like that was our Howard experience. You know. I know, like, I don't know if I even want to go back to tailgates anymore, like.
Yeah. I didn't know the tailgate was just going to be, like, in a lot. Like, in a parking lot? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. She's not used to, like.
I don't know anything.
Like, social things in college, so. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely.
Like
you gotta go to spring break. You gotta do something like that. That will get you. That will be lit. Because when me and Tyler went in Miami, it was lit.
I didn't have any money for that.
Yeah, I know. We don't have money another time. I don't know. I might go to a different homecoming and see how that goes. Maybe one in like Florida or something. I don't know.
Warm.
Yeah, somewhere warm. Because this cold shit, I don't like it no more. Well, I never did. Whatever. But yeah, that's it. Deuces, y'all.